Good. Got the record light on it. Good stuff. Right, Shane, well, welcome to the Ferrari F430.
Thank you.
Start of your 5-car experience.
Yep.
So that's really good. So you'll get, a decent amount of time out there on track because you're doing the 5 different cars. You get 3 laps in each of them.
Okay.
So what I'd say for this first one, to kind of take it steady, use this to sort of learn the circuit.
Yeah.
You've seen it in the demo drive, but you get a bit more of a feel for it while you're driving and kind of build yourself up as you're going through. You've got all the time this afternoon, but also get to experience the Ferrari as well while we're at it.
Yeah.
So you've seen the circuit. We've got the brake boards and the turn-in boards. So they're the main bits to be looking out for. There's then yellow apex cone and entry cones. So we're driving from brake to turn in, cone to cone as we're powering out. What you want to do with this is really focus on being nice and smooth with the input, smooth on the steering, smooth on the power application, and that's the best way to get the car moving nicely.
Okay.
While we're out on circuit, I've got the mirrors.
Yep.
So we're doing overtaking on the right hand side today.
Yep.
If anything comes up behind us, I'll tell you to move over to the left. I'll pop the left hand indicator on, which tells them we're pulling over, and they'll come past on the right.
Okay.
And the same if we're coming up to overtake something else, I'll put the right hand indicator on. We'll wait for them to put their left hand indicator on, and then we'll go down on their right hand side.
Right.
Typically in this, I'm kind of going 3rd and 4th gear is what we'll be using. 3rd gear's in the corners, and then up to 4th on the straights. Keeps it nice and simple while we're out there. So if you want to get into 1st gear, if you put your foot on the brake pedal, pull the right hand paddle. So paddle gears, right one up, left one down. You're going to want your thumbs through the spokes of the wheels and ready with your hands to get onto the paddles there. So just when we've got some space, okay, it's all clear there. So if you want to give it a bit of throttle, we'll pull on down the pit lane.
God, it just about fits.
Yeah, it's the problem with cars like these, isn't it? So yeah, so let's follow the white Ferrari down. So there's a bit of a queue here. So what we do at the end of the pit lane, they scan the barcode that's on your slip of paper.
Yeah.
And then they're going to take a picture of you before we go out on circuit. Just get a feel for the brake as we're coming down here. So all the brakes in these cars are a bit different, so it's always useful to get used to each one before you kind of get out on circuit. They're quite good brakes in this one, not too don't need too hard a press.
Good.
So good.
I'm feeling I might be hitting the brake instead of the throttle.
Yeah, they're fairly offset, so you're just going to have to be careful with that right foot.
That's fine. Joys of having stupid sized feet, I guess.
That down for the photograph. We have to have the windows up when we're out on track, which is just one of the safety requirements. So you've done anything like this before?
No, I've watched many races here.
Oh, okay.
But never. No.
So you sort of know the layout of Brands Hatch, but you've never seen it.
Yeah, I've walked around it loads of times, but
well,
even the dip down there surprised me in the demo lap.
Yeah, so the first time you drive through that, it's amazing the level of undulation, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you just wait here while they scan a bit of paper. Thanks, okay, pull up that's behind the white Ferrari. So yeah, so I'll take your picture before we go out, and then all the photos and stuff are there to be viewed at the end. Lovely. That's your memory card, isn't it? Your wristband checker, and then the marshal at the end makes sure we put the window up before he lets us out.
Oh, okay.
Got all the system going. So any of the cars you're most excited about going out in today?
To be honest, the GTR.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a beast, that one.
I'm looking forward to all of them, and
yeah, I mean they're all different, which is the great thing of doing a selection
absolutely,
like that.
Yeah. Probably the least expensive of the lot.
Well, yes,
is the one that
so they are a bit of a beast with their turbos, and that's so this is a 4.3 litre V8, and this Ferrari it likes to rev.
Yeah.
It's a nice little engine, so it's kind of different to the Lamborghinis, which are bigger, heavier, V10, more torquey. This is a bit revier engine. Sounds lovely when you get it up and spinning. So you just wait here while he gets his snaps done.
I don't know why I'm smiling behind a mask.
No, they won't see that, sorry.
Still doing it.
Cool. If you then pull up to the marshal at the end there, he will let us out onto the track. Okay, yeah, so if you go straight through, so the pit lane exit here goes round to the right and then to the left. This takes us out on track, bring it up into second. So get it up into third. Ease back there and we'll just see what's coming up down the start-finish straight. There is some cars coming in, so we'll just hold this kind of tight line on the inside of the corner and we'll let these guys through. So normally we do it overtaking on the right, but for the first bit out it's just easier to let them pass. Okay, go, go, go. The optical must be the demo of that one. Okay, up again. That's it. So we want all on the power, all the way up to that brake board. Then nice and firmly on the power, down one gear to third, off the brakes up to that turning board, and then we'll turn through the corner. So you want a late apex on this one, all the way around to that cone. Once we get to the yellow cone, you can start feeding the power in, let it run out wide. And get hard on the power for this bit, down to the brake board. So brake, down to third again. Stay out to the turning board, opens up this corner, get to the yellow, back on the power, you go hard on in third, don't change till I tell you to. Up a gear, all the way in fourth to the brake board. Firm on the brakes, down to third, roll it through the corner. That's it, so we want to be back on the power as you're doing, stay on the power, stay on the power. So Lamborghini wants to come through, so bring it out to the outside of the circuit and put that down. Two of them. There's one. There's the other one. I think there's another car stuck up there behind us. We're going in the fix. Okay, keep going then. On the power, hard on the power. So we're coming down the start finish straight. You'll see the cones for the first time here as you're coming through. So we'll be on this right hand side, on the brakes, down to third, off the brakes, roll it through. So off the brakes now. You can carry quite a bit of speed through there. That's it. Back on the power, hard on the power, hard on the power. So up to fourth, on the power, all the way, all the way, all the way. Now on the brakes. Down to third, turning board, obviously give the atom some room, so we'll stay towards the outside, start feeding the power in, feed the power in, feed the power in, go now, go, 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 that's it, go, up to fourth, stay on the power, that's it, go, 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 firm on the brakes, down to third, out to that turning board, that's it, lovely, bring it to the yellow cone, start feeding the power in, you can let it run out wide now, feed the power, go, 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 that's it, bring it to the right hand side, on the brakes, off the brakes, turn it in at the yellow, start feeding the power out, start feeding the power, that's it, go, go, go. Up the gear, so he's saying he's going that risky on the outside. Now one gear, off the brakes, back on the power, back on the power, back on the power, that's it. So stay on the power, build a bit of power through there, yellow to yellow on the outside, tap the brakes, turn it in. You can come through there without on the brakes, it depends on the speed that you take it to. So on the power, build the power, build the power, build the power. You can go now. That's it, go hard, go hard, that's it, up again. Stay and go hard, that's it, keep going, keep going, keep going, well done. On the brakes, down to third, off the brakes, let it roll through the chicane. Now get back on the power now. That's it, brilliant, well done. Up again, out to the brake board. Nice and firm on the brakes, down a gear, stay out to the turn board, turn through the corner. That's it, lovely. Start feeding the power in, feed the power in, feed the power in, feed the power in. Go, 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 go. That's it. Up to four. All the way to the brake board. Firmly on the brakes. Down a gear to the turning board. Turn it through. Well done. Okay, at the yellow, start feeding the power in. Let it run out wide. That's it. Keep going with the power. Go with the power. Bring it over to the right. Okay, on the brakes. Off the brakes. Turn it through the corner. That's it, back on the power, back on the power, back on the power, that's it. Feed the power, that's fine, up again. That's it, all the way to the brake boards. Down a gear, back on the power, back on the power, back on the power, back on the power, keep going. You take quite a bit of speed through this section, and then you brake in this bit, so brake it now. We're coming in on this one, so once you bring it into the apex, stay tight on the inside. That's the 3 laps done, unfortunately.
Sorry about the curb down there.
No, that's alright, that's what the curbs are for. So all you need to be careful with there is you want to make sure you get a nice tight entry to the corner, and that enables you to get the power on as you're coming out of it. But you did a really good job with that, well done. Did you enjoy it?
Well, yeah, I think so.
There's a
I
lot
shit
going
myself
on
for most of it, but yeah.
Yeah, well, there's
No,
a lot
it's
going
really
on.
good,
Is the thing,
really
but,
good.
But now you've done it in one car, you can go and do that in the others and kind of keep building on it. So no, you did really well. You were listening to the instruction. That's the important thing for us,
that was brilliant actually.
You know, as long as you keep doing that, we keep kind of building your pace as you go.
Brilliant.
So we're kind of garage 17, the numbers on top of the brand tax signs, but anywhere around where the Ferraris are is where we're looking for. I think
So
in between the two, we can get
between
in
the two.
Yeah,
This one?
yeah, that'll do. That'll do. So we just keep them together. It keeps it easier for getting people to and from the different areas. Well done.
That was absolutely amazing. Thank you.
So if you want to switch the engine off, leave it in first.
Is that with the key?
Yeah. Just turn it off with the key, and I'll just wait for your wait for the recording to stop. So
Take the foot off